My name is Ariyamitr. I am a student at Montgomery County Community College. Please enjoy my animation on how to get a job.
If you wanna get a job, it's not that hard to do. Jobs are posted everywhere, the first step's up to you. Tons of sites are here to say, hey, apply today. Grab your cover letter soon and tweak your resume. Put down accomplishments and contacts up to date. Skills you have, background we got, all this is on one page. Cover letters are distinct for every company. Tell them why you want to be their new employee. Describe their job and industry and how you would fit in. Fill the application form, it's really not complex. Attach the letter and resume, the interview is next. Get prepared with the STAR technique. Business professional is how you present yourself. Interview them just as much as they're questioning you. It's okay to be nervous, but have some confidence. After the interview, send them a thank you note. Thank them for the time they gave to you. Now that you've learned the basics, go and get that job.
When I first came up with the script, I thought of it as more of a commercial. Commercials are usually 15 to 30 seconds long, and people cannot wait to skip after the first 5. So in order to keep audience members engaged, I figured writing a song was a viable solution. So I began my research at Montco's Career Service Center. I read through their guides on building a resume to acing an interview and everything in between, but I was overblown with so much information, I didn't know which were the most important details to include within the limited time frame I had. So I consulted Mr. David Roden, a career coach at the center, and I included his stressed and important details, such as including the skills and the accomplishments in the resume, to the individual finding their place between the job and the industry in their cover letter, as well as dressing business professional rather than business casual. I also felt that it was important to include the STAR technique, simply because it gives the individual a starting point on how to prepare for their interview, because the STAR technique goes over the situation, task, action, and result, the basic outline of the position. That way the individual can figure out how they can fill that position and help the company progress forward. So with all this information, I began writing the lyrics and composing a melody. I wanted to do something a little upbeat, energetic, that way it gets most of the information in and keeps the audience members engaged. So I wanted a ragtime theme. And because my knowledge in music theory is lacking, I sent the melody over to my friend Edwin Song, who made sure that the melody was in a consistent key signature as well as a consistent rhythm. After that, I recorded the song and sent it over to my other friend, Kobe Goldberg, who is majoring in music production. And I basically had him fill in the instrumentals and supporting tracks and bass lines. That way it gives the melody a little more color and a little more energy to the song. So, with music production in full swing, I began animating the story of a boy and a girl getting a job. So using my drawing tablet, a mouse, and my laptop, I dove straight into Fire Alpaca, which is a free digital painting software. And using their onion skin mode, which is normally used for GIFs, I began animating each frame to line up with the lyrics. I drew points from A to B, that way the animation could run smoothly as I drew the in-betweens and the halfway points. And I decided to keep the visuals pretty simple because I felt that finding a job should not be stressful. It should not be something that's an individual is dreading to search for. It should be a nice relaxing process in which they can discover how they can help a company grow. That is why I also picked periwinkle to be the background. It's a nice relaxing color. It's not too hard on the eye, such as white, and it still helps the black foreground stand out. So after finalizing all the frames and making sure that I got everything with the lyrics, I moved over to Shotcut, a free video editing software, and I took each frame and lined them up with the seconds and the lyrics. That way the animations such as where the girl and the boy are sliding in, that way it fits into a small time frame. So I think it was about a 5 frame per second mark. So after lining up all the audio and rewatching over and over again that way it lined up, the final product was ready. Thank you for taking the time to view my presentation.